Hi friends, welcome to Situ's Biology and Creativity. And today our topic is about when we break our knuckles on our fingers, it produces sound, right? Why it is going to produce the sound when we break the knuckles? So today we are going to know about that, and we all don't know why the sound is going to produce, right? So today in this video I am going to clear you that why the sound is going to produce by breaking the knuckles on the fingers of our hand. So just watch the complete video to know about this information. First, I would like to clear you that what are knuckles. Many of us don't know where the knuckles are situated, which part the knuckles are called. So let me clear you that first. Actually, the knuckles or the parts of the fingers, these are mainly situated at the joint where the bone is near to the surface, especially where the finger joins the hand. Means our fingers are present at our top of the hand, right? Those fingers are going to connect to our hand. That middle part is known as the joint is or known as the knuckles. You may get the doubt that what are joints? Actually, the joints or the cartilage surfaces that connect two bones to each other. This cartilage is going to allow our bone to glide smoothly against one another. Means the rubbing of the means we are going to bend our fingers, right? The two bones are going to glide smoothly. That one is going to be connected with the help of the joint only. And when we bend our fingers, we are not facing any pain, right? Because of the joint only we are not facing any pain. So it is a painless joint. You may get the doubt that how many joints are going to be present in each finger. Actually, there are 4 joints are present in the each finger. So totally 20 joints are going to be present in each hand. So in the both of hands we can observe the 40 joints in the fingers. Let's see the 4 joints which are going to be present in the each finger are similar to all the fingers or different to all the fingers. Actually, the joints that are nothing but the 4 joints which are present in the each finger are similar to the small ringer, middle and also the index finger. So what are those 4 joints? Let's watch. The first joint is known as the distal interpharyngeal joint. In the short form it is known as the DIP. The distal pharyngeal joint is mainly located at the tip of our finger. That is nothing but the just before our fingernail starts. In that position is known as that joint is known as the distal interpharyngeal joint. The second joint is the proximal interpharyngeal joint. In the short form it is known as the PIP. This proximal interpharyngeal joint is mainly located just below the distal interpharyngeal joint. It is just located below the top of the 2 bones of the finger. And this joint is going to perform the role that it is going to bend our fingers and also it is going to extend our fingers. Let's see what is the third joint. That is nothing but the metacarpopharyngeal joint. In the short form it is known as the MCP. This metacarpopharyngeal joint is where the hand bone meets the finger. Means our hand bone is going to meet the finger, right? That joint is known as the knuckles, what I was said in the before starting of the video. And this joint is going to play a major role that it is going to allow the bend or flex and spread our fingers. This is one of the major role played by this joint. Let's see what is the last joint, that is the fourth joint, carpometacarpal joint. In the short form it is known as the CMS joint. It is mainly located at the bottom of the hand bone, and this joint is going to vary in each finger also. Means in the middle finger it will be present in one form, in the ring finger it will be present in the one form, in the thumb finger it is going to present in the one form. In that way this joint is going to vary with each finger. So these are the different joints which are going to be present in each finger of our hand, and these are going to produce the sound when we break our knuckles. That are nothing but the fingers. When we break our fingers, those are going to produce a sound. But we don't know why the sound is going to be produced when we break the knuckle. Just see. Let's see why the sound is going to be produced from the joints of our fingers that are nothing but the knuckles. Actually, our joints can make a variety of sounds like popping, cracking, grinding, and snapping. These are the different sounds produced from our joints. But the joints that crack are the knuckles, knees, and ankles, back, and neck. From different joints, we can observe these sounds, right? Not only the fingers, from the different joints, like the parts which are present in our bones, right? Knuckles, knees, ankles, back, and the neck part. So from all these, today we are going to know about why the sound is going to produce it from the knuckles only. So why the sound is going to be produced when we break the knuckles means because of escaping of the gases from the fluid which is present in the joints of our hand, that are nothing but the knuckles. What is the fluid present in the knuckles means we all know that in the joints we can observe the synovial fluid. So that synovial fluid is going to act as a lubricant in the joints. So actually in this synovial fluid we can observe or we can see that different gases are going to be present in that. Just see what are the different gases which are going to be present in that synovial fluid. Oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide are the different gases which are present in that synovial fluid. When we break our fingers means when we feel stressed, when we feel tired, when we work with our hands, after the completion of our work we can break our fingers, right? When we break our fingers at that time, because of the breaking of the fingers, it is going to stretch the joint capsule in the fingers. So when the joint capsule stretches, the gas which is present in the fluid is going to be released rapidly. More release of the gas in that fluid because of the joint stretch we can observe there. So because of the release of the gas rapidly, we can observe or we can clearly see that it going to form the bubbles in that joint, that are nothing but the fluid which is going to present in that joint. So now we can to know that because of the bubble formation in the that are nothing but the joints, that are nothing but the synovial fluid which is present in the joints, we are going to listen the popping sound when we break the knuckles. So for example, we at the first time we break our knuckles, at that time we can listen the sound, right? But immediately after one time breaking, immediately we again break our knuckles, but we can't able to listen the sound what was listened at the first. What's the main reason for that means because at first we are going to break the knuckles, right? I already said that in the synovial fluid the gases are going to be present. Because of breaking, the gases which are present in the synovial fluid are going to be released rapidly. Because of that release only the bubbles are going to form and the sound is going to be produced. So when the gas are released completely, when we break the knuckles for the second time, immediately the gases are not going to be present in that synovial fluid now. So because of the absence of the gases in the synovial fluid only, there is no production of the sound at the second time. So it takes some time to fill the gases or to return the gases into the synovial fluid of our joints. So this is the main reason for not causing the sound for the second time when we break the knuckles. So I think you guys can understand why the sound is going to be produced when we break the knuckles and why the sound is not going to be produced when we break the same knuckles for the second time. I think you guys like this video. If you like this video, please do subscribe, share and like. Thank you so much.